You have just tapped into the Christian Life Coach Collective, and I'm your host, Laura Malone. I'm here to equip and encourage coaches in skills, business, personal life, and faith. I believe you're already 100% worthy and capable, and you're called for such a time as this. So let's get you walking it out with courage and confidence so you can be an amazing coach who sees transformation and great results in both your life and the lives around you. Let's get started. So we are in a peaceful, quiet time. Christmas is beautiful and tender and hard all at the same time. And if you are listening to this on Christmas Day, I want to say right now, you don't need to be doing anything right now other than what you're doing. You don't need to be more productive, more thankful, more joyful, peaceful, impressive. Nothing. You are allowed to just be here right now. And this episode isn't really an episode. It's a space holder for you to just be present, not performing. And even though Christmas season's kind of, there's pressure to feel a certain way, to make it really magical, to hold it all together. We're really all about celebrating somebody different than ourselves and everybody else. And the story that we're celebrating didn't start with perfection or a polish or even meeting expectations, right? Nobody expected Jesus to come the way he did. There was an interruption. There was uncertainty. There were things that weren't in place or ready yet, because Jesus entered this world exposed and small and unfinished, but perfect. God is really comfortable meeting us in incomplete places. He's very good at meeting us in the uncomfortable spaces. So instead of asking you, what do you need to fix? And maybe you're in the kitchen fixing dinner right now. I want to invite you to reflect on something else. Where has God been with you this year? Where has he been present? What are the promises he's given you? What are the prophetic words and pictures and moments he has shared with you? Maybe it was a moment where you didn't expect him to show up, but he did. Maybe he was there in a survival moment. Maybe he was there in a breakthrough moment. Maybe he was there in the fact that you did survive, and the fact that you're still standing, still breathing, still holding on, still listening. And this year probably held a lot of joy and grief for you. Those things can coexist. They can be side by side. I know that they can, firsthand. You gained things, you lost things. You became stronger in some ways. You became more tender in other ways. And you are not behind. You are human. God is meeting you right where you're at. And Instagram and TikTok and YouTube might tell you that you're behind, but it's not true. Don't believe the lies. Go ask your Father. Holidays and Christmas and the pressure can stir up a lot of emotions we don't want to feel. Can bring up a lot of old memories, a lot of unmet needs, a lot of disappointments and expectations, a lot of grief. And it might remind you of, might just bring up imaginations that you've had, expectations and versions of yourself that you thought you would be by now, things that you would think you should have done by now, places you should have gone by now. But I want you to hear that feeling all of those things, wondering all of those things, having big emotions today, it is not a failure. It's not a crisis. Usually it just means that something matters, and that's human and it's okay. And the things that you long for in your life, like peace, they don't have to be complete to be real or true. It might just be sit down for a little while instead of pushing through and burning yourself out. It might look like letting things be what they are, not what you think they're supposed to be. You're allowed to have a simple Christmas, a quiet Christmas, an unfinished Christmas, because God's not measuring you or the day. He's actually meeting you there. So just a little invitation before you move on today, whether it's Christmas Day or any other day of the year when you listen to this, just take a moment and ask yourself, where did I notice God with me this year, this season, this moment? You don't need to weave together every piece of it. You don't need to write a book about it. You just need to find one moment and then ask yourself, what would it look like for that one moment that he brings to your mind to be enough and to not feel the pressure to resolve anything or make promises for anything or figure anything out, but just let it be about you being present and inviting God's presence. And the God that we're celebrating is so good at showing up right where we are. So he is with you in this moment, and it's okay for you to just stop and have a moment, okay? Merry Christmas, friend. You're not behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. I'm with you in it. Love you, and talk to you next year.
Thanks for listening. For more coaching resources and to learn how to work with me, head to sterlingandstonementoring.com or click the link in the show notes. Remember, walk boldly in your calling, and I'll talk to you next time.